Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing this short answer question for 3 marks, which is from the Cbse additional practice questions released in 2023. And the question is from the lesson linear equations in two variables. Now the question is the area of a rectangle reduces by 160 meters square if its length is increased by 5 meter and breadth is reduced by 4 meter. However, if the length is decreased by 10 meters and breadth is increased by 2 meters, then its area is decreased by 100 meters square. You have to find the dimensions of the rectangle. Okay, so let us assume that the length and the breadth of the rectangle are x and y respectively. So let length be equal to x meters and breadth is equal to y meters. Now, how do we find the area of the rectangle? Area of a rectangle can be found using the formula length times breadth. So that is x times y in this case, that many meter squares. Okay, so now let's look at the question again. Now they've said that the area of the rectangle reduces by 160 meter square if its length is increased by 5 meter and breadth is reduced by 4 meters. Okay, so the length gets increased by 5 meters and the breadth gets reduced by 4 meters and then the area itself. Now I've multiplied the length times breadth, so I have the area on my left hand side, and they've said that the original area of the rectangle gets reduced by 160 meters square. So I formed my first equation, but let me open it up. So xy plus 5y minus 4x minus 20 is equal to xy minus 160. I can cancel out the xy terms on either side of the equation and I would have 4x minus 5y minus 160 plus 20 equal to 0, or 4x minus 5y minus 140 equal to 0. So that's my first linear equation. Now in the second part they've mentioned that if the length is decreased by 10 meters and the breadth is increased by 2 meters, then the area gets decreased by 100 meters square. Okay, so let me form the next equation. They've said that the length is decreased by 10 meters and the breadth is increased by 2 meters. And the area gets decreased by, the original area gets decreased by 100 meters square. Okay, so that gives me x times y minus 10y plus 2x minus 20 equal to xy minus 100. Let me cancel out the xy terms on either side of the equation and I would have 2x minus 10y minus 20 plus 100 equal to 0. So that gives me my second linear equation. If I simplify this a bit, I would get 2x minus 10y plus 80 equal to 0, which I can divide with 2 throughout and write as x minus 5y plus 40 equal to 0. Let me find the value of x from the second equation. So x would be equal to minus 40 plus 5y, which I will substitute in the first equation and solve it. Okay, so the first equation was 4x minus 5y equal to 140. And in the place of x, I'm replacing it with minus 40 plus 5y. Minus 40 plus 5y minus 5y equal to 140, which gives me minus 160 plus 20y minus 5y equal to 140. That is 15y is equal to 140 plus 160, which is equal to 300. And hence I would get the value of y as 300 divided by 15, which is equal to 20 meters. Now I can find the value of x by substituting it back in this equation where x is equal to minus 40 plus 5y. Minus 40 plus 5y, which is minus 40 plus 5 times 20, minus 40 plus 100, which gives me 100 minus 40, which is 60 meters. Okay, so therefore the length is equal to 60 meters and the breadth is equal to 20 meters. If you have a math question that you'd like me to cover, drop it in the comments and I'll be happy to do a video just for you. Also, if you like my video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.